Our co-op became Allied Cooperative in April 2013, and while the name Allied is relatively young, our co-op is anything but. Our roots go way back 100 years. Back to 1918, when the Spanish flu was reaching epidemic proportions, and the world was at war. As nations mobilized their economies to fight in World War I, farmers were seeing prosperity like they had never seen before. Tractors were taking off, and they were improving production considerably. At the time, 9 out of every 10 acres farmed in Wisconsin was used for the feeding of cattle, and West Salem was the hub for the cattle shipping business in rural Wisconsin. The demand for farm goods and services was great. Buyers from New York, New Jersey, Massachusetts, and more came to West Salem to purchase cattle, but the logistics of meeting that demand was, at times, troublesome. Just like farmers of today, the Wisconsin farmers of 1918 were good at taking care of business. And so a movement was started to create a cooperative that could facilitate the shipping of cattle and the purchase of feed products in bulk for area farmers. An organizational meeting was held on March 23, 1918, with 60 stockholders present. In a short time, 190 farmers from West Salem, La Crosse, Bangor, Holmen, Melrose, and Mindoro joined together, each purchasing stock for $25 a share to raise money to buy inventory and build a warehouse for operations. Together they raised $20,000, and on June 10, 1918, Farmers Cooperative Supply and Shipping Association of West Salem, Wisconsin was born. They purchased the site of the old hotel for $1,000 and sold feed direct from car to farmer until a warehouse could be built. Our feed, grain, and agronomy facilities still operate at this location 100 years later. After World War I, the farm economy began a long downward trend. During this time, farmers in other communities began to recognize the value of joining together to gain stability in their farming operations. These farmers believed in their communities, they believed in their neighbors, and they believed they were stronger together than they were apart. Farmers in Kilbourne, which was later named Wisconsin Dells, created Kilbourne Equity Exchange in 1919. Tomah Farmers Co-op Elevator Company formed in 1920. 2 years later, a group of farmers in Mauston joined together to create Mauston Farmers Co-op. As the co-ops grew, there were many obstacles along the way. Although success was not guaranteed, challenges were overcome with courage, determination, common sense, and just plain hard work. These co-ops knew that to be successful, they would need to be willing to change with the times, to continuously work to help members succeed, and in turn, members would be supportive and loyal. Times were tough for farmers and the co-op alike during much of the 1930s. Crop losses and a bank moratorium forced expenses to be reduced to a minimum. Yet the co-ops continued to adapt to their marketplace, making changes as necessary to ensure the longevity of their organizations. Meanwhile, in Adams County, a local feed store going out of business prompted area farmers to step into gear and create their own cooperative. Their first meeting had 50 people in attendance, and they had raised $11,000 in pledges by the end of the month. Many farmers donated their time to get a fuel site prepared and to remodel a building for supplies. Despite rumors that this crazy co-op would fold within 6 months, support for the co-op was strong. And the Farmers Union Co-op had 147 members by the end of the first year. The sweat equity of our cooperative forefathers got these co-ops off the ground and ensured their early success. These efforts, backed by sensible planning, continued through the expansion of grain storage during the 50s and the farm crisis of the 1980s. In 1983, Tomah Farmers Co-op merged with Tomah Co-op Oil Association and became Tomah Co-op Services. In 1992, Farmers Co-op of West Salem purchased AG Cooperative properties in Galesville and Melrose, expanding their territory to the north. Then, in 1996, they merged with Farmers Central Co-op of Mindoro to further expand their reach. In 2001, Farmers Union Co-op in Adams and Mauston Farmers Co-op, which had previously merged with Kilbourne Co-op Exchange, joined forces in order to better serve central Wisconsin with its wide array of products and services. The merged cooperative was renamed Wisconsin River Co-op. In 2012, Wisconsin River Co-op purchased Pest Pros, a crop consulting and plant disease diagnostics laboratory located in Plainfield. Also in 2012, Farmers Co-op of West Salem and Toma Co-op Services merged. At the same time, Wisconsin River Co-op was looking at building a new fertilizer and grain facility in Toma to better meet the needs of its customers in the area. Both co-ops recognized that by joining together, we could improve the utilization of our facilities and equipment, add efficiency to our sales and delivery routes, and better position ourselves for growth. In April 2013, the co-ops finalized the merger and renamed the now $200 million co-op Allied Cooperative. Later that year, the co-op purchased grain facilities in Blair and Wisconsin Rapids. In January 2015, Arcadia Co-op joined Allied Cooperative. Our co-op has underwent much change over the years, but our commitment to our members and the co-op tradition has stood the test of time. Our co-op has been built by the successful efforts of hard-working employees and the skillful handling of difficult times. There have been tough times and times of plenty. We've built new facilities and torn old ones down. We've pulled up stakes and expanded and merged. We've welcomed new employees and said goodbye to old friends. In the past 100 years, there has been a whirlwind of change in the agricultural community. Today, only 2% of the population produces food for the rest of the world to consume. Farmers are using technology to make advances in producing more food for a growing world. The technologies and cultural trends that seemed innovative and transformative 100 years ago have been surpassed beyond anything that could have been imagined. With the speed of change in agricultural technology, there is no telling what the next 100 years will bring. Throughout its 100 years, your cooperative has met challenges head-on. We have remained steadfast and progressive, adapting while the marketplace evolves, driving change when it was required, all while maintaining the values and integrity that the cooperative was founded upon. As we close the chapter on the first century of our cooperative's history, we would like to thank our remarkable employees, who are the foundation of our cooperative's success. Their hard work and dedication to preserving our culture and values has positioned us to build on the rich legacy that has come before us. We are also grateful to our cooperative members and loyal patrons for sharing our confidence in Allied Cooperative's long-term success. By maintaining the same integrity and tireless customer service that our cooperative was founded on, we look forward to a promising future in the next 100 years.